By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to mix your guitar trap beats and have them sounding professional in minutes. So stay tuned. If you suffer from ruining your beats with mediocre mixing, turning those great melodies into beats that don't sound great, if you waste hours on your mixing and end up with beats that sound cold and thin, if your beats are scaring away artists because your mixes sound unprofessional, then this is the video for you. And here's why. You can create professional quality guitar trap beats fast without all the headaches. And you need to realize there's a huge cost to not dealing with this, because if you just put this on the back burner, if you don't deal with it right now, if you ignore it, it gets worse. What most people do when they can't get their guitar trap beats mixed to a professional standard is they watch dozens of YouTube tutorials about mixing, hire someone with more experience to mix their beats for them, or mix their beats using trial and error. But for most people, none of that works, yeah? And this is the reason why. Most YouTube tutorials are not focused on teaching you how to mix and master guitar trap beats, meaning you might not get the information that you actually need. And YouTube is full of people sharing bad information, and it's not their fault, it's not your fault. Sometimes you think what you know is correct and you put it out there, and now someone else thinks that's correct, and now there's a whole list of people learning the wrong things and getting things wrong. The fact is, you'll still need to spend a bunch of time sifting through the information and figuring out which is relevant to you, what actually works, and what information's actually trash. And that's a lot of work. What about hiring someone to mix your songs? Now, the truth is, hiring someone to mix one song or one beat is cool. Yeah, that's pretty fine. But the costs will add up when you need to mix multiple beats, you need to mix multiple songs. It's just gonna get super expensive really fast. And you'll need to have big pockets to keep this up. And trial and error, well, mixing your beats with no clear direction will keep you releasing whack mixes and wasting tons of time trying to figure out what works. The time cost of doing this just isn't worth it, and you're going to continue to keep on making the same mistakes and bad habits. And what happens if you just do nothing? If you just keep doing what you've been doing? Nothing much. No sales, no downloads, no customers. Eventually you give up and you try to hide your failures from your family and friends and the public and all that sort of stuff. Not a great time whatsoever. You pretend that you never even tried to make a beat, and so does everyone else. No good. Here's the good news. I've got an answer that actually works, yeah? And here's the story. I used to be exactly like you. I used to hate my mixes. My beats used to sound thin. They used to sound like they were shouted out by a computer and all digital, and there was no warmth to them. And I just didn't like the way things were going. My basses weren't hitting hard enough. My 808s were meek and weak. And that's not good, especially when you're making guitar trap beats. Sometimes the guitar melodies would be all over the place, and I'll have a ringing sensation in my ear because the EQ was just not in the right place. I could go on and on about the terrible times that I had before I realized what I needed to do. Here's the thing. I dedicated over 10 years of my life to understanding the concepts behind mixing. I went to university to study music production. I spent countless hours fiddling with settings, trying things out, and just trying to get things to sound right. Banging drums, no muddiness, beats as warm as a cup of coffee. Then I finally found the key. I finally got everything sounding exactly how I wanted it, and it hit me. What if I could start every project with the right settings, saving me hours? What if every beat I made was already half mixed before I even got to the mixing stage? What if I could turn this into a template that other guitar trap producers could use to make their beats sound more professional in less time? And that's how I created my guitar trap beat mixing template. And let's bring it up in the background, okay? Let's bring up this template, because this is what it's all about, right? It's all about having everything set up before you even get to the mixing stage, and everything already sounds good, and you only need to do minor edits to get things sounding exactly where you want them to sound, and that's going to save you a bunch of time. Here's what this template's done for me. I used to start every new FL project from scratch, adding my samples one by one, connecting my channels to mixer tracks, adding the EQs and other effects. But I don't do that anymore. Now I just open up my template, my guitar trap beat mixing template, open it up, and I start working on the melody. I start getting stuff popping, and everything's already routed to the right channel and all that sort of stuff. So I don't have to waste any time adding effects or fiddling with knobs. I spend less time mixing and more time actually creating. This has sped up my mixing process by 10 times at least. And my beats are more than half mixed before I even get to the mixing process. And when I'm at the mixing process, all I really need to do is adjust some levels and maybe do an EQ sweep or two. Now I mix and master beats in minutes instead of hours. And it's not just me. See, the best and smartest producers dominating the charts today use templates to speed up their workflow. This allows them to make more beats and get the sound they want. And finally, it's your turn. When you get this guitar trap beat mixing template today, you'll get the key to mix your beats to a professional quality, start your beats with them half mixed already, get your guitar VST sounding beautiful, and make sure every element of your beat has its own space in the mix, getting rid of muddiness, making your 808s hit hard, and having your kicks cut through the mix like a hot knife through butter. How does that sound? Pretty good, right? I thought so. Now, it all comes as part of a FL Studio 20 template file that you can just open up and get started. This is the same template that I use to make my guitar trap beats. And it also comes with a stock version with just stock plugins, as well as the version with the plugins that I personally use. So you get both of those in this download. Also, you're getting all the settings that I use to mix and master my beats, all set up, all ready for you, ready to go. All the effects on the mixer has been loaded with my secret sauce. And you're also getting a free drum kit at no extra cost, packed with samples that are great for creating guitar trap beats. It's also an instant digital download. As soon as you pay, you'll get the download link sent to your email address immediately. Links down below, by the way. And that's not it. You get all of this for only $30. That's less than the price of lunch. And if all this template did was save you hours and get your mixes sounding professional, would that be worth $30? I bet you pay over $100 for these results, right? That means that you know this price is a steal. But here's the thing. The price won't be this low forever, so make sure you act quickly. It's decision time. You got a choice to make. You can do what you've been doing, or worse, do nothing at all. But you already know where that's gonna lead. Is that really where you wanna go? Or you could take a new action and get a new result. Finally give your beats the professional quality mixing that they deserve. Stop your great ideas being smothered by whack effects and terrible processing. Which do you really want for yourself? Here's what you need to do now. It's actually super easy to order. If you click on the link down below or go to jcarteray.com/guitar-trap-fl, you'll be taken to this page where you can click this green button, and that will take you to the checkout page. And on the checkout page, all you need to do is enter your information and click the buy now button. After that, you'll be taken to the download page, and you'll also get the download link sent directly to the email that you enter right here. That's pretty easy, right? Now, if you want to use my version of the template, which has the plugins that I use, you'll need Ozone 9, Seventh Heaven, and that's all. Or you can just use the stock version of the template, which comes with this actual file. So you're going to get the stock version and the version with Ozone 9 and Seventh Heaven in there. So don't worry about that. If you don't have those plugins, you can still use this template. Now I'm going to show you a quick preview of this template in action with one of my beats. So let me just bring that up and you can hear that real quick so you can hear how this sounds. Okay, so we have a beat loaded up and I'm just gonna play this for you so you can get an example of how the template sounds in practice. Of course, the plugins that you use and samples that you use will make a difference, but generally this is how it's gonna sound. It's gonna sound pretty good. Okay, so let's play it back. Oh, let's go to the beginning. There you go. This is called Great Cookie. that's that. I don't want to waste your time. So yeah, grab the template. Link is in the description. Go to jcarteray.com/guitar trap FL. And let me know what you think of the template in the comment section down below. And I can't wait to hear the beats that you make with this, as I'm enjoying using it. I'm sure you're going to enjoy using it. You're going to save yourself a bunch of time, and you're going to have great sounding beats in minutes. So yeah, I can't wait to hear your guitar trap beats, because honestly, I really like guitar trap beats. So send me the stuff that you make with this template. I might even want to jump on your beats. Yeah, so let's work. I'll see you in the next video, where you'll learn more about music, online business, and online marketing. Good luck. Peace out.